When I got out of college, I was ready to go conquer the world. And what I found, I call it the 3 M's. I got a mortgage, a marriage, and a munchkin. A beautiful house, a wife, and a brand new baby. And I didn't get to spend any time with them. And I was always stressed. I'd come home late at night and I'd never get to see my children. And I wanted something different. 10 years ago, I was working for a very large company. I was working 70 to 80-hour weeks, and I was on a path to nowhere. I was making a lot of money, but every time I go back to my bank account, it was always zero.
I think if we have big dreams, what you have to do is get up off the sofa and go out and do something about it. You got to force yourself to do that. You schedule it, you calendar it, you put it down, and go out and make it happen.
Going through this and learning how wealthy people think versus how broke people think was mind-boggling to me.
If you come across this has come into your life, take a good look at it, because it's something that I believe that, it came here for a reason. And I know that. And I know the mentors have come into my life, and so I'm going to take advantage of that and see what I could do.
What was really great about Cracking the Rich Code is the quality, the way it was done. It wasn't just kind of thrown together. Very professional. Each one of the people that on Cracking the Rich Code, each of the millionaires, each one of them, their backgrounds were similar to mine. They all came from nothing, just like me. But they, got an idea and they worked that and they stepped outside of their comfort zone and they were able to create wealth. They became millionaires. And so I think that's very valuable, especially in today's environment where people are struggling.
Cracking the Rich Code, you've got 12 people that have actually proven it. In a world of billions and billions of people, you've got 12 people that are proven, they're giving you the formula, they're laying it out, and they're allowing you step by step to go execute it. It's a no-brainer.
Cracking the Rich Code added to my life skills. It is something that I believe it will add to anyone that gets exposed to it.
One of the great things about Cracking the Rich Code is that what Jim has done is put 12 millionaires and 1 billionaire together where you can actually listen to them as if you're sitting there talking to them, where they're teaching you as if you were sitting down and having lunch with them. This is something that you don't just get to do every day. I mean, most of us never get to meet a millionaire. So when I sit down and I went through the Cracking the Rich Code, I was able to take all this in and then go over it as many times as I need to. If I didn't understand something, I could go back through it again. So I found that to be an unbelievable tool.
You might just get one gem from one gift from one of the mentors, and the others filter in something else. But if that one takes you a step further in your life and allows you to bring forth goodness into the world and give back, it's like paying it forward.
One of the things I really liked about it is raising money or capital and explaining how you do that. Because I've never understood, how do you get a business idea, you want to accomplish something, but you need money. How do you go about getting it? And so the booklet that comes with it kind of walks you through step by step, showing you kind of what a business plan looks like. And all of those kind of things are really important that I wasn't taught in school or college how to do some of those kind of things. So it was all well-rounded. It wasn't just, it gave you some inspiration and gave you, knowledge, but also gave you some meat and potatoes.
One thing about Cracking the Rich Code that's real exciting to me is that it is making me get outside the box. It's making me really work with myself first to see what I can do to help, what I can do in the world.
10 years ago, I was working the corporate job. I was working 70, 80-hour weeks, traveling like crazy and no free time and totally stressed out. Today, after following the secrets that are provided by the mentors, I'm a CEO of I'm a CEO of a company. I'm a partner in 9 very, very successful businesses. I work literally less than 3 to 4 hours a day. I get up every morning. I get to walk to school with my children. I call it the 4 F's. There's faith, there's fitness, there's family, and there's finance. And the finance is easy if you're guided by the right people, giving you the right, what I'd call best practices, and leading you down that path.
As I drive down the road and instead of listening to the radio, I plug in Cracking the Rich Code, and I get to listen to Jim's stories, and it's like Jim sitting right there with me, coaching me and teaching me how to become wealthy, teaching me what he's learned about creating wealth, and that I love.
There are more self-made billionaires in this country than there are trust fund babies. And there's a reason. People that actually start with nothing, who want it, have the ability of making it bigger than people that don't want it. And it's really simple. The trick is you've got to find the right group of people that have done it before, and you want to follow their footsteps. And again, you want to find those practices, the best practices, and then you want to implement them step by step. And it's not very difficult. It's not very difficult at all.
The more I go through it, the more I get out of it, the more I love it. If you're thinking about doing something different, or you're wondering what could you do, maybe you're doing one thing and it's not working, by getting Cracking the Rich Code, you can open up all kinds of possibilities, all kinds of ideas. You can brainstorm, and some of the things on the CD that Jim talks about is, what could you do? What would you want to do if money wasn't an option? If you had all the money you needed, what would you create? And then they show you how to get the money. How do you go about getting capitalized?
Cracking the Rich Code, I believe, is a platform for your life to change it and to bring good things into your life that you can share with others.
With Cracking the Rich Code, you've got every single tool to make it happen. You either do it or don't do it. So do it.
You know what? Cracking the Rich Code is awesome, and I love it.